Hello folks, I do hope you're all well. I've got the bins on because I want to read. I wanted to do a very quick video earlier on today. Why do these always look like they're like that? I think it's just my broken nose, they sit funny. They look alright on the screen then, when I watch it back, they look all like that. Anyway, nothing I can do. Right, I'm waffling again. I tend to waffle, as your man told me yesterday and the day before. Yeah, I wanted to do a quick video earlier today about the DRF, the old Dublin Racing Festival, and tell you the things I was looking forward to today, just by means of having a chat. Didn't get around to doing it. So what I'm going to do now is let you know what I was looking forward to today, let you know my thoughts, and I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Comments down below what you're looking forward to tomorrow. And how did you go on today? Did any of you win? Did any of you win big? Today I was looking forward to, obviously, to bunting more than anything else in the second, because as many of you will know, said it a couple of months ago now, I've got it in a few decent bets, anti-post for the Triumph. I wasn't too put out. I know Sergino looks a good thing at the moment, but I'm not so sure he'll reproduce that again. And I'm not sure he's the greatest jumper. And if it's a big field in the Triumph and he gets hustled and bustled, he might not be as happy as he was the other day. And Bunting didn't run too bad. I don't think he was given the best of rides. I'm pretty sure Townend won't be on it. Won't be on it at the festival. But I know now and again, old Rachel, when he's got 4 or 5 entries, rides 1 or 2 for Willie. I'd like her on it. I'd like to see her on Bunting. I think there's more to that horse. So I've not given up completely yet. Good winner of the race though, and I enjoyed the race. One of the best races of the day. I was also looking to Facile Vega because I always am. It's a horse I love, although it's let us down a couple of times in the last couple of years, and God only knows why. I thought it was a race between itself and the favourite today, but old Marie failed to fire, didn't she? You know, very, very bad. And I tell you what, for all those people that were saying it's absolutely home and hosed in the Arkle, there'll be people having second thoughts now. And I would suggest in the Arkle we will probably see Gaelic Warrior. As long as it runs well tomorrow, although it's gone up in distance, I would think it might come back in distance for that Arkle. I think if it wins well tomorrow, Willie might think that Arkle's there for the taking. You know, you never know. Yeah, I was also looking forward to Gallopin. I think it won and won well. I think at Cheltenham with the extra, is it an extra furlong at Cheltenham? It's an extra furlong and the uphill finish. I think it'll play to its strengths even more. Fast or Slow give it a good race, but I think the Gallopin's true class showed today. I was a bit, not concerned, a bit put out by some of its jumping. I think it was slowing into a few of its fences today. I don't know if that was, I'm not the greatest race reader in the world. I'm not as experienced as probably some are. I don't know if that was Townsend's jockeying and he was, you know, riding it slow into them, pulling it back, or it was the horse. I think it was the horse, I may be wrong. But at the end of the race, last 2 or 3 fences, when it opened out and really went for him, it jumped a hell of a lot better. I expect it to go from the front at Cheltenham and win well. And then in the last race, I didn't expect, I think that was a cracking bumper win. It wasn't a horse I expected. It wasn't a horse I looked at. I know young Emmett's doing very, very well at the moment. I failed to notice that old Derek O'Connor was on it, otherwise it might have got a second glance off me. But it wasn't what I was expecting to win, and it won like a good one. I think it's all rose to the bumper, I would have thought. I've not heard anything, and I would imagine it'd be one of the favourites there. It won very impressively. Tomorrow, what we're looking forward to? Well, Gaelic Warrior, you've got to look forward to it. Because it looks a special horse. It looks like it's got a massive, massive, massive engine. Let's see how it goes on. I think if it goes well, as I say, I think it'll be Arkle bound, but we'll see. I'm obviously looking to Ballyburn in the next. I think that's a cracking horse. I've got a feeling whichever race it goes for at Cheltenham, it wins. I think that's a winner in waiting, but I may be proved wrong. I'm also looking at Slade Steel in that race, though. I like the Blackmore horse for De Bromhead. I would suggest it'll run tomorrow and hopefully run well. And I would imagine wherever Ballyburn goes, Slade Steel will go somewhere else at the festival. But I could be wrong. I can't say I'm particularly looking forward to El Fabiolo tomorrow. I know it's a good horse. But I think you're looking at the field tomorrow. It should just win and win well, as long as it stands up. And that leads me to John Bon. I'm still of the opinion John Bon could give it a race at the festival if they meet. Jumped terribly the other week, John Bon. It was poor. But I don't know if it wasn't a lot down to the jockey. The pundits have backed away from the comments of the other weekend now, but at the time they said they thought Bowen should have rode it more aggressively and rode it into its fences. And I agreed. I think Nico did a couple of rides back and I think it rode better. If Nico's not at the festival, I think it can give El Fabiolo a good race. And for all it jumped poorly the other week, John Bon, I think El Fabiolo's the worst jumper. When I say that, I think El Fabiolo's capable of a much, much worse jump. I think once or twice over every race it jumps one really poorly, and I think that's a horse waiting to come down, but I might be proved wrong, and I don't wish it to fall, by the way. The Champion Hurdle looks a good-ish race, but you'd expect Stateman to win. But to be honest with you, for all it's a race worth watching, it doesn't mean the same when you know that they've got Constitutional in the wings there. If any of the horses were close to Constitution, you'd watch it with a lot more interest tomorrow. But Constitution looks home and hosed in the Champion unless it falls, or obviously unless it gets injured. And then in the last, I think I'm looking forward to this Aurora Vega. I want to see what all the hype's about, and is it as good as they think it is? One bumper horse went down today. That was thought a grand horse, but maybe it's had a good while out, and maybe the layoff did it, the Taff horse. But they said this Aurora Vega's a good one, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And that really is it. But it was great racing today, great racing tomorrow. We're not used to seeing great racing on these shows on a Sunday, unless we get your top class racing on this weekend. We've got it, your Irish racing. So me, for one, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. God only knows when I'm going to get the videos done tomorrow. So I've got Look on Sunday to watch in the morning. I've got that to watch in the afternoon. I've got United to look into with Villa. And then it's Liverpool-Arsenal. I don't watch all games that aren't Man United. But when it's a top game, I tend to watch it. And I will be tuning into Liverpool-Arsenal tomorrow. I can't wait. I think it'll be a cracker. Anyway, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I think on Monday, we're recording our first interview or Q&A for the channel, whatever it may be. If it goes well, I'm looking at probably getting it out next Wednesday or Friday evening. So recording Monday, out hopefully next Wednesday.